Everyone ready? Welcome to the 27th meeting of the Honolulu Liquor Commission. Commissioners, I see we have some minutes to approve. You have a motion, please.
So moved. Move to approve.
I second.
Oh, hold on. It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes of the 19th, 21st, and 22nd meeting minutes. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays?
Abstain.
So we have 2 nays and 1 abstain. I also vote yes. Motion carries. Going into our regular agenda items, calling agenda item number 1, application 23-01856 from N Pyongyang DBA Friendly Store.
For the record, reflect Wayne Luke as attorney and authorized agent for the applicant. There are no changes to the investigators.
Assistant Administrator Harai.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair and Commissioners. This application has received 0 written protests, 0 letters in support. Applicants met statutory requirements for the submission of this application.
Is there anyone in the audience who would like to testify either for or against this application? If I see none, commissioners, any comments or questions? You have a motion? If none, a motion is in order.
All right. Motion to approve application number 23-01856.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 23-01856. All those in favor? Any nays? I also vote aye. Motion carries. Application is approved. Thank you. Mr.
Thank you.
We'll be moving into our special license applications. So I'll make a motion is that if there's anyone in the audience who would like to provide public testimony for agenda items number 2 through 5. Seeing none, thank you. We'll move into special agenda number 2. Excuse me. Sorry, this is my first time sharing, so please bear with me. I'm gonna work through it as quickly as I can.
You're doing great.
Gonna call agenda item number 2, application number 24-01306 from Events International.
Rick Schneider, President CEO of Events International.
And I'll just state for the record that a copy of the proposed plan of operation was distributed to the commissioners and should be in their desk folders.
Thank you.
Is there any
One question, I note that you, when you sell the wristband, you'll give 5 samples of the whiskey. I'm assuming that's like a 1 ounce or.
Yeah, it's a small sample.
Just a,
Yeah.
just a taster.
Yeah.
Okay, and no additional alcohol sales?
No additional alcohol sales, nothing for sale for cash at all. And only by those tabs is the only way that the guests get any alcohol.
Thank
Mr. Schneider, the only question I had is looking at the floor plan, the license space, the red marks do enclose part of the parking lot. Is that an area you're gonna have licensed or you wanna? Because I mean, obviously having a licensed space into the parking lot would be something that might not.
Well, the reason we do that is because with special licenses, we need a place to be able to deliver the alcohol. And it
Okay.
needs to be within the
licensed
licensed area. So that parking lot is actually so that the delivery truck can come in that space and then the alcohol's moved to the bars from there. So it all stays on the license.
Okay, so there's not going to be anyone parking in that parking lot then
No.
for the event itself?
No,
Okay,
not in the areas that are licensed at all.
okay, just wanted to make sure that's gonna be a question.
Okay.
I have no questions.
Just want to commend you also for having the vouchers for Uber and Safe Ride Hawaii. I think that's
Yeah, we've been actually incorporating that in any event now that we have alcohol sales because it's just
Smart.
Thank you.
practice.
Again, thank you.
Alright.
Motion,
I'm motion to approve application number 24-01306.
it's been moved and seconded to approve agenda item number 2. All those in favor? Yep. Any nays? I also vote aye. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Calling agenda item number 3, applications number 24-01378-1 through 24-01378-24 inclusively for Texas de Brazil a la Moana.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, Commissioners. Devin Nicoba here representing Texas de Brazil. We have no changes to the investigator's report. This is actually, there's a bridge again because we're in the midst of getting our final license.
So this is just the 70 days between February and April, correct?
Yes,
Is this, as a question, is this your second special? Or is it-
yes, it is our second set of specials.
Okay.
Yes.
We're just trying, we've
No,
got all
I-
these, having all these specials, so we're just working through everything
I
together.
totally understand.
figure out-
I'm happy to answer whatever questions you
No,
have.
you're good.
I just realized I could answer with a yes or no.
Yeah, no worries, you're good. Okay, commissioners, any questions or, motion?
You guys good? You good? Okay, motion to approve applications number 24-01378-1 through 24-01378-24.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve applications number 24-01378-1 through 24-01378-24 inclusively. Sorry. Lost my train of thought.
We agree.
All this in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? I also vote aye. Motion carries.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, Commissioners. Don't worry, you'll get it.
We'll get it.
Okay.
This is Devin's fault.
Got a couple.
Yeah, no, it's all.
Oh, okay. Calling agenda item number 4, applications number 24-01380-1 through 24-01380-61 inclusively. Kailua Lodge, Order of Elks, United States, DBA Kailua Lodge.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Naomi Cole. On behalf of the applicant, present to my right is Officer Mr. Robert Hernandez. This is also our second set of specials. We requested an extension until September 30th.
Commissioners, any questions?
You guys good?
No, no.
Yeah, that's right. All right, motion to approve applications number 24-01380-1 through number 24-01380-61.
It's been moved and seconded to approve applications number 24-01380-1 through 24-01380-61 inclusively. All those in favor, saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays or abstains? I also vote yes, motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling agenda item number 5, application number 24-01371 from Ank PLLC, uses A&G's Bar and Grill.
May the record reflect Wayne Lucas, attorney for the applicant. There are no changes to the investigator's report. These are additional days will take us up to the public hearing. We already had a preliminary.
Commissioner, any questions? I have no questions.
No questions.
Commissioners, any motions or action?
Okay. I will vote. Motion to approve, application number 24-01371.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 24-01371. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays or opposed, abstains? I also vote aye, motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Lee. We will now be moving into the adjudications. Calling agenda item number 6, LCV 23-0155, Club Lilac. Oh, sorry, Mr. Nasir, please make your appearances.
Tom Snapsinger, Deputy Corporation Counsel on behalf of the city and county of Honolulu.
Thank you.
And on item number 6, good afternoon, Commissioners. Keith Kiuchi representing the licensee. We waive reading of the charge and are a plea of no contest.
Motion to accept the plea. The motion, the plea has been accepted. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any against? I also vote aye. The plea is accepted. Mr. Knapsinger, your recommendations for agenda item number 6.
This violation occurred on August 31st, 2022, when licensee failed to timely submit its 2022 employee listing. This is the second violation. The recommended fine is $350. The first violation occurred on August 31st of 2020, and they were issued a $250 fine for that.
Okay, Mr. Kyuchi.
Yeah, the owner of the bar, Club Lilac, has another bar in Kalihi, what used to be formerly known as Club Spotlight. So the way she's usually operated it is she operates one bar, she has a manager operate the other bar. And in this case, the other bar was Club Lilac. So this was a time period when she had a manager in that bar. She didn't realize that the employee list had not been submitted on time. And she apologized to the commission. Now, I've known Ms. Song for a long time because she used to run Club Tomorrow in Kalakaua. Only recently did she call me and said, you know, I want to re-engage your services. And usually when we represent the licensee, we get a, you know, if somehow the employee list is late, we get a notification from the commission, so we call the licensee. So that's what mitigates against that occurring in the future.
So I guess my question to you, Mr. Kyuchi, is for the situation that happened in 2020, was she not your client at that point as well, or was
No,
your
she
client?
just re-engaged me.
Okay,
um,
engaged you.
Yeah, she just re-engaged me. And in 2020, she also had a manager because I asked about that. And she's owned both of these bars, give or take about 2020.
Okay,
So yeah, we'll monitor the situation with her because and she's operated bars for a long time. So she's generally a very good operator, and this was a slip on her part. So
Mr. Nadzinger, it might not show in your file, but do you have, so it says August 31st, 2020 was the last violation. Does it say when she took over Club Lilac on there?
I can tell you, she's had Lilac for about 12 years.
Okay.
So she bought Lilac from my client.
Okay.
Yeah, and just to give you context, of the 19 hostess bars in the Kalihi area, I worked for 14 of them. So that's why I would know.
I don't have a specific date, but based on the change history, that looks accurate to me.
Okay. Okay. So. My motion, Mr. Kyuchi, so I understand she's ran the bar for a long time. It's important for us to get the lists. And I mean, now she's back under your care to make sure she gets them, but it's gonna be costly because we need to have the lists on
Yeah,
time.
I understand,
Okay.
and there was, there was some discussion that occurred, before I decided, okay, I'll redo this, but it's. One of the reasons she came back
Mhm.
is, and the commission should be aware of this, a lot of the licenses in the Kalihi area, those leases expire at the end of this year or May 31st, 2020. And those leases all revert to Kamehameha Schools. Waikimilo Shopping Center's lease expires May 31st, 2025. The Kalani Properties lease, which embodies 3 properties, that ground lease expires December 31st, 2024.
Mm.
And as you can imagine, a lot of the licensees are very concerned, for a rightful reason, about what's going to happen with their business. And yeah, so I've already made contact with Kamehameha Schools, the asset manager in the area. Said, look, I represent these clients, give me a list and we can talk about it. So that's the main reason she came back.
Mm.
So, which kind of makes sense.
So again, thank you for the explanations and the understanding, but again, we have our
I understand.
situation. So my
totally
motion is going to be to approve the recommended fine of $350 for agenda item number 6.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any nays? Abstain? I also vote aye. Motion passes.
Thank you.
A fine of $350 will be approved for agenda item number 6. Sorry.
It's important for me to kind of explain to the commission that this wasn't intentional on her part, So that's, yeah. Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Moving to agenda item number 7, LCV 23-0158, Paco's Taco Cantina Kapolei.
Commissioners, we received a fully executed stip and waiver for this violation yesterday, so no further action is needed.
Okay, so no further action will be for agenda item number 7. Moving to agenda item number 8, the turn at Stella's Restaurant Bar, LCV 23-0150.
Commissioners, I spoke with Greg Nishioka, the licensee's representative, earlier today. He requested a 1-month continuance. We have no objections to that.
We don't need a motion, correct, Mr.
No,
Rai?
you just direct that it will be continued 1 month.
So for agenda item number 8, we will continue this for 1 month. Okay, moving up, that's all under adjudications. Moving to other business, liquor administrator. Do I need to? Let's see. Sorry.
Good afternoon, Commissioner Sal Patilos, Honolulu Liquor Commission Administrator. I think this is something that we've all been waiting for a while now. I just want to let you know that mandatory training, biannual mandatory training for Honolulu city employees and officers became available on January 28th. And those are supposed to be completed by February 16th is the deadline date for completion for everyone. And the mandatory training involves 3 modules: prevention of sexual harassment, ethics, and non-discrimination, anti-harassment training. So that's one of the items that we've been focusing on as in the Liquor Commission, that the non-discrimination, anti-harassment training be
be in place, and I've asked my staff to take the training as, and hopefully, and we can provide you with the numbers as time goes by, a number of people who have taken taken and completed the treatment. If you wish to know that.
Is that training mandatory?
Excuse me?
Is that mandatory?
Yes, it is.
It's a biennial cycle, I think.
Also, we had some representatives at a job fair at the Blaisdell on 31st. I guess the only metric I can tell you is that we ran out of flyers, had to come back and get some more. Hopefully, it will result in some applicants coming for some of the positions that are open with the agency.
Over 100 were picked up.
Wow.
And also, I think on the website, the legislative table has been posted thanks to Ms. Sarai's efforts. And that's now available to licensees who would just like to see what a proposed legislation that may affect them, and maybe provide them an avenue to actually comment or provide testimony if they feel the need to. Finally, I think there have been, I think Commissioner Hong has been talking about going through the rulemaking process again to just make some changes that he believes that may be necessary. As a first step to that, I would just ask the commission to consider placing on a future agenda a discussion for a permitted interaction group. And then we can begin the process of rules changes. And that's it for me. If there are any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
So the only couple questions I have is, I know that we've had some discussion in the past in regards to talking with like Chaminade or some of those other universities in their criminal justice type areas about getting people if they wanted to intern or anything like that. Has there been much traction with that, or has there been any engagement or thoughts? The only reason I'm asking is we could also at some point look to see if there's any interest maybe at UH's UH's law type thing. People are maybe wanting to become attorneys or something, may want to look at like some time, as interning, doing this stuff on a part-time basis or something. So I just was wondering if there's been any traction.
Yeah, we haven't approached UH specifically, but we have approached Chaminade, and I think there's actually something scheduled where Darren Matsumoto and I think Jacob Fierce are actually going to attend class seminar and talk about the Liquor Commission and what may be available here. Additionally, if people are interested, we can probably hire them under a trainee position, and once they get the degree and have the required substitution, maybe make them an LCI one as well. So hopefully that bears fruit, but that is going.
So for based on his other comment about wanting to talk about agendizing a permitted interaction group for rulemaking, would the commissioners look at us doing something on that where all 5 are here in present to do something like that?
Right.
Is that something we fairly could say?
Yep.
Do we all know if we're all going to be here, not the next one, but the one after that? 'Cause I know Jeff will be back.
Yes.
Okay.
The 15th.
Yeah, the 15th. So I guess the idea would be to put on the February 15th agenda, the discussion
We'll do
for
that.
the rulemaking. committee action.
If Chair Hong is not ready to move at that time, or someone's absent, we'll just carry it to but it'll be there if you need it.
Sounds like a plan. That way we all can have that discussion, because I do believe Commissioner Hong or Chair Hong has made comments that that is something he wants to look at pursuing to continue moving forward with some of those things. Because there was where we started and then it ended, and it never went beyond that, so we do need to work for
We
it.
got pretty far, though.
Yeah, we
We
did.
got really far.
Yes, we did. All right, any other questions for insurance? No, thank you. So